Schedule me up here.
I love that they picked us to do this, too, because a Giant fan, ex-Giant player. Here's what I want to do. I want to tamper our expectations first, because what happens is you get in there, you got to get 14 wins. Look, I've been on Giant teams that have won 12 games. We lost in the first round. I've been on a Giant team that won 9 games. We won the Super Bowl. So as we go through this, it's more about establishing identity and winning those tough ones, which is what they're doing right now. Yeah, they're 5-1. Yeah. They play the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's in Jacksonville, but I'm going to say, you know what? We're going to out physical the Jacksonville Jaguars, find a way to win.
It's all those New York retirees down in
That's right.
Florida. Anyway. It's a home game for them.
That's right, exactly. Now, Seattle, this is tough. This is a difficult one. I'm actually going to say they go to Seattle and they lose that game.
They're 3-3.
I know, right? It's tough. But you know what? Seattle's playing good football. They always play good football in Seattle. You got to buy. You come back, you play the Houston Texans. Let's say they win that football game. They're better than Houston. Detroit, now they can score a lot of points. You don't want to get into one of those games. But they also give up a lot of points. And I think that they're going to find a way to win that game. Look at that. They're 8-2. They're rolling. Feeling pretty good, right? We're actually really excited, probably too excited. 8-2. Then you got to play at Dallas. Dallas is a good football team. They'll have Dak back. I think they lose that football game. Wow. Washington, okay, you got Washington 2 out of the next 3 weeks. They should win these games, right? But I'm going to say they win the one at home, and they're going to lose on the road. It could happen. Yeah. You never know. Washington, good football team in the division. You play Philly at home. What happens with Philly at home? Ooh, I don't know. Let's say they win that game. Now you're 10-4. You got 3 more games. You go to Minnesota. You play Minnesota. Minnesota's a tough football team.
They are a 5-1 football team that no one in this building seems to want to give love to.
Right, no. And are we going to give love to them? Sure we are. We'll give them love. We'll let them win a football game. So they're 10-5. They play the Colts. Colts a good football team also, right?
Are they?
But I'm going to say New York Football Giants are going to win that game. Now you're playing at Philly. Okay. You're 11-5. Where's Philly going to be? I don't know. Right now they're undefeated, but it could be very interesting. What do we do here? I'm going to say they beat Philly. Wow. 12-5, New York Football Giants, and this is where you got to get hot. You got to win your last 2 games. When we won the Super Bowl, we won our last 2 games, right? You got to get hot. You got to play good, right? Especially against teams in your division. You're going to see them in the playoffs most likely. 12-5 is fantastic. Fantastic for Brian Daboll.
You'd say that to any Giants fan before the season, they would have said you were crazy. What's fascinating to me, how about Dallas losing both of those games and yet beating the Eagles? That could happen. That's a
crazier
big time.
Things.
Yeah, crazier things have happened, but that is a big takeaway from David Carr.